Okay, hello. Welcome to today's analysis of the NQ and a little bit of the ES. It is Tuesday, the 10th of December. And let's have a look at what we got. So, yesterday I did a stream with Alpha, and we were up here in this area. And I did say there was a small chance of a little bounce from the zone we were at. I kind of drew something like, kind of like this. So we're here. Well, actually, we were here. And I thought we could kind of come up and then move down. And I did talk about this block that mitigated this FEG, this one here. This wick. And I said that, you know, if we get closes below this wick, be careful. I wouldn't long. But while this wick still holds, bounces back into structure seemed to be something I could take a scalp off. And that kind of happened. And then we broke down. And we were talking about this zone down here, this nice consolidation, which led to this break of structure, this greater break of structure. I said I wasn't too happy about these lows, and you know, that can mean a few things. That could mean I think these lows are going to get taken, or you know, they mitigate these lows. They come in, they take some liquidity, some accumulation, prove this break of structure to be potentially a good break of structure. I'm getting those vibes. US came in, took a lot of liquidity down here, filled this RTH gap, which is now done. And Asia seemed to just move sideways here, and now we're in UK. And this to me seems like some kind of accumulation inside this zone. We have another RTH gap below us, but with the price action we've had, I think a retracement up before moving down could happen. Could be likely. Kind of hoping that we range out here, and if not, if we come straight into this demand, I think it would be pretty nice PA to see. Might take some longs if we come in here, but for today, I do see us retracing at least a small bit of this move. Now we've created some interesting PA around here. We're kind of nested, but I do see us at least having some kind of little push up here before continuing down. So that is what I'm playing today. As for these lows, this is a pull. We took liquidity, seemed to get buying up, and there is a lot of selling pressure inside of this zone. But I noticed accumulation, and it's starting to fit into one of my models, my timing models, mainly the ES. So the ES took some nice liquidity into an untapped OB, which mitigated a fair value gap. Getting absorption into it at a nice time. So what I did is I took a long. We also got an SMT based on that around here. And also this was actually another internal SMT. So this low was taken on the ES. And we got my model, and we got a change of character. We got absorption, so I'm in a long. We have Tokyo's high, and we have Sydney. If we start breaking structure bullish here, and we don't just break down, which could happen, but if we start breaking structure bullish here and take Sydney's high, then there is a chance that we come back up into this drop here, this kind of contained local drop, this push down. The point of control of this larger break of structure has been mitigated by Sydney. We do have this change of character, the initial change of character. We have a naked point of control up there, just below the 1 hour FEG mitigation. So there's a chance. There is a chance that we come up. We have these descending highs here. which seem to me like they might want to be taken. Now, there is always the chance that UK brings it down for US to bring it up into structure. But getting the signs of accumulation inside this zone, and all of the signs that I've gotten, I took along based on that idea. We also have other things up here. We have past daily VWAP, the middle band, up around 21.542 on the CME. And I think there might, if we do start breaking up, I feel like there might be a chance to actually come and take this high. Why? Well, a couple of reasons. These highs here led to structural change in my eyes. And everything inside those highs is internal. Doesn't mean that the internal pulls can't push us down. But this break, which is kind of, it's an internal break. Our change of characters up here, this is kind of break of structure. And we did get absorption after it. But if we were to get caught into a bearish pull, a strong bearish pull, I would like to see us come up here into this zone, mitigate this fair value gap, and come down. Also, on many time frames, the last bit of bullish money flow that we got was this high. Something recently I've started doing, which is marking money flow interest zones, because money flow divergences can be really nice to look at. And on many time frames, this high presents itself as an area that price can come into and take and not disturb structure heavily, because we didn't take this low, so it would be still internal, and we could diverge money flow there to continue the greater bearish downtrend that we've created. So I like the idea of maybe US coming in here. Now the thing about money flow is, if we do break down, this little interest point won't change. So whether we come for it today or not, I don't know. But I've had enough experience to see that these kind of points on the chart, like this little blue bit, you see how thick money flow is here? If we did start coming up, money flow is so thick here that we could put in a small little wave and div money flow here, which would be very cheeky, but also just be a nice continuation. Something kind of like, like come up into here, create a load of liquidity to then bring it down. Something like that, right? Like that. I don't know if it's going to happen today or tomorrow or whatever, but those are the kind of things I like to look at. In between that point, we have levels. We have the naked point of control of this consolidation, which created an internal bearish structural change. But if we do start breaking up from here, this bearish structural change could become kind of nullified by a newer internal bullish structure, right? And price will then need a catalyst to bring it down. There is a chance that this is the catalyst that keeps it going down, but depending on what time that happens, if it happens, there is also a chance that we just come and take this high and then bring it down, because the move down and this change of character is so large in structure. Price can just do that over the next few days even. This is a lower probability area for reversal for me. I would say that this liquidity target is a take profit. It was just a mitigation after this change of character. I mean, you could argue that this is it, but might be a take profit. We have a block here. Depending on how violent we come into it, how much power we come into this area with. You know, I have a kind of conservative take profit, nice rational take profit, and then kind of ideal take profit if it goes my way, obviously. Are there areas we can, I mean, the thing is, like, I mean, they could pull some, depending on how long it takes them to get up here. I guess that taking this could bring us down, but by then we'll have so much structure changed, and I feel like we'll want to come into a bigger pull. If we do come up here, I feel like we'll want to come up into greater pulls. And as I just said, you know, this area is a pull, but above it is this is a greater pull. This kind of area. And you know what, actually, like, yeah, if we do come up there, because this didn't actually break external structure, there's a chance we could spend time up here. If we did come up here, there's a chance we could spend time up here, maybe a few days. If we break down, we have zones below us. Let me get rid of this extension, it's unnecessary now. We have a past daily view up below us. We have an RTH gap below us, a large one. We've equal lows below us. I've been talking about this for a while. Would not be surprised if we came down. I'm taking that long with that in mind. I've been talking about us coming into greater pulls. I'm taking one long on internal structure, and if it doesn't work out, then I'm just going to wait for us to base out and maybe catch some nice short moves. Could I miss a short move today? Sure, I could. But with this kind of liquidity building up, and the areas we are able to come into, and the price action and absorption that I've seen, I'm going to take a small long position. Now we did just kind of change character and stuff. Like, if we do break down from here, I would imagine it's a rather large breakdown, you know, if we did. But yeah, I'm playing this little zone here. As I said, I have my TP1 here if we come to it. Yeah, that's it really. I mean, it's the thing about down here and taking a short from down here is we have all of Asia above us, and it took very small amounts of liquidity. We just took Asia's low. I find it hard to short right here, but we're kind of in the middle now of two zones, and if anything, we've come into like a very local demand zone. You know, we're in local demand, but if they do want to break it down, it would also make sense. I've been talking about this for a small bit, and you know, if it breaks down, it breaks down. But just playing the local areas. The timings led me to believe that we were, for UK, perhaps going to search for liquidity internally. But you know, there is a chance that we knife down. We have reasons to as well. This, whether I want to admit it or not, is liquidity taken on a pull, a bullish pull, and it led to a lot of absorption. We got hidden money flow div here, and then all price action from here has been creating decreasing money flow, but in smaller time frames showing absorption. So it's kind of decisionary now, whether they just knife it down or they come back up, create more liquidity to bring it down, or not. So we'll see. We'll see. It's a bit in between at the moment. We have a lot of anchored VWAPs overlapping up here too at this fair value gap. We have the bearish VWAP from this high that we created. We have the bullish VWAP from our last significant liquidity grab, overlapping around there. They're nice targets, and also past daily VWAP middle band and a 4-hour fair value gap, like all in this zone. So they're nice targets. Whether we've just mitigated this gap that we were in. I mean, coming for the second gap in the same span of a day and a half would be kind of crazy, but I mean, they could just go boop, and then US could go boop like this. But I can't ignore what's above us, and I can't really ignore the signs of absorption that we've gotten here. So I'm gonna see what UK does. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. That's okay. Playing the narrative that I can see today. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today. Internally, we have this. Externally, we have the points I've been talking about for ages. And yeah, we have some nice confluence up here for taking a short whenever we do come into it, I suppose. Whether this is the long that brings us up or not, I don't know. But whenever we do come up here, maybe it's US. Play these zones. All right, peace, guys. Happy trading, and yeah, catch you tomorrow.